All right, in question 15, it says one equation of a system is graphed. It's given right there. It is -1, and you go up 2 over 1, so 2x minus 1. So what we have to do is, it says, which equation or equations completes the system so that the only solution is the point 0, -1. All right, so that means it meets right there. So which one's going to satisfy this? So a couple options. I could solve all of these equations for y, graph them, and then get my solution. Or I already know that 0, 1 satisfies this one right there because it crosses right there. Now the other thing I can do is I can take 0, -1 and plug it into each equation. And if it makes a true statement, it is checked. If not, it is not an answer. So how do I do that? Well, we know that 0 stands for x and y and -1 stands for y. So we are going to take and we are going to substitute in 0 and -1. So we're going to take -0 plus 3 times -1, and it should equal -3. Well, 0, we get 0, and 3 times -1 is -3. Does 0 and -3 give me -3? It certainly does, so that is a solution. The next one is, we're going to plug in 0 plus 2 times -1, and it's going to equal 6. Well, we get 0 and -2. 0 minus 2 does not equal 6, so it is not. The next one, we're going to try 0 here and -1 here. So we are going to get 2 times 0 plus 5 times -1. Well, 5 times -1, so we're going to get 0. And then 5 times -1 is -5, and that should equal -5. So that is a solution. Okay, then let's take a look at the next one. We are going to plug in 0 here and -1. So we have -3 times 0 plus 2 times -1. All right, so we're going to get 0. And then 2 times -1 is -2. And does that equal this? It certainly does. So that is a solution. And let's try this last one just for good measure. We have 0 and then -1. So we get 3 times 0 is 0. -2 times -1 is +2. And does that equal -2? It most certainly does not. So the only 3 equations that will give me a solution of 0, -1 are these 3 that I've checked right there. Now you should try that in the next example.